Hello, world. Welcome to our show, Live, Laugh, Love. Today we have a special guest.
It's not called that.
Yes, it is. Live, Laugh, Love.
No, it's not.
Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love.
Oh, my Lord.
Kidding. Guys, the name of this show is...
Living Out Loud.
Living Out Loud.
Got it.
With Curt and Amy, right, Luke? Is that what it's called? Yes, that's what it's called.
I was just trying to change it up.
So, no, we're talking about relationships today, and we decided who better to bring in the mix, but the resident bachelor.
I am definitely that.
And he's going to give us some tips.
He's a Renaissance man, ladies. Renaissance man.
Yeah, let's see.
He has done anything you can imagine in this world. He's probably done it.
Well, so everybody always,
to an extent, yeah.
He's traveled
everybody
the world.
always wants to know where I found this thing. I mean, a husband of mine, and I found him at a tailgate because that's like everybody. Tell us your life story. But you know what? We decided that we're going to bring this one on board, and we're going to we're going to talk about what women truly want, because he actually has a really good grasp on what y'all want. He just hasn't figured out.
I just haven't found the right girl. It's a whole long.
You've got time, man.
Yeah,
I'm getting there. I'm getting old.
Look at the unicorn I found.
You did. You did find a unicorn.
Oh wait, and before I forget, I'm drinking a jalapeno margarita tonight. But here's my plug for merch, and it is, if you go on to my Instagram, there is a link for that on there. So I need wine and hoodies and t-shirts, and also mash that button to subscribe. Mash.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Go ahead. Let's give a little Tony background. So he is in his 30s.
I am 33 right now, presently.
Presently 33.
33 is a good year.
It is. It's been a good year for me.
That's before you met me.
It has been
a good time. It's a damn good time.
I think I've not mentioned him. And he's single. And he's never been married.
No married, no kids.
No that he knows of.
Pretty sure.
So about 2 years ago, he decided he was going to see how many dates he could go on in a year.
Wow, that sounded really bad.
So tell everybody about
Full disclaimer, I'm a really nice guy, okay?
He is a really...
Briefly, what happened, it was not 2 years ago. It was end of 2016, 2017. I went through a episode. And I became
like a breakup?
Yes.
A breakup.
And it was bad. It was very bad. I didn't realize how bad it was. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to date. And I had some good times. I did have some good times. I met some really awesome people all across the board, from not the best people to amazing people. Yes, it was good. And so...
What I remember about that time is you traveled a lot.
I did travel a lot. So I did get to... So
you dated women all over...
I've gone on dates with girls from 11 different countries, and I will say...
So I'm telling you, he's very well versed.
Yeah.
Well, you've traveled the world too, though. I mean...
Yeah, so...
it's not like you...
It was good that out of Russian girls, no offense, they're kind of scary, so I don't wander down that path.
Wait, was this when you lived in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was kind of scared, her mob was going to come in and get my kidney the whole time we were on a date, and she was very rough. She was like, "You do this." I was like, "Not my thing."
You don't take orders.
I don't mind orders, but nice orders, like sweet, kind, loving. And I'll say the top of the list for women in other countries would be South America.
He loves Latin.
100%. I said it. She ain't Latin. We ain't chatting. And it's not even just the Latin girls, because there's a lot of Latin girls in Miami, but it's the girls that are born in another country and that come here. They're so much more.
They appreciate.
Yes, they're so much appreciated, because I have a lot to give, but it's not in the form of items and stuff. I love buying flowers for people and candles and all that kind of stuff, but I can't go buy you a Range Rover. And a lot of girls expect that, and I can't do that. Not yet. Close. I like what you think. Yeah. So anyway, so they're a lot more appreciative of, just the kind acts.
That's right.
So, it's been 4 years. I've definitely gone out with some,
Tell everybody what you find women want the most.
Okay, that's hard to answer because I don't. Obviously, if I knew exactly what it was, I would be working. But
You've got a good grasp on women.
I think deep down, a lot of people are just society in general is just kind of just messed up in the head. Everybody thinks they want something that's not really what they want, or they're trying to put a Band-Aid on issues, and so they're not really getting the full satisfaction of something real. They think they want this, but it's not that. And then one of the other things I find, this is just personal now, everybody has their own opinion, but I just think that going back to the appreciation thing, everybody has this gimme, gimme, gimme aspect, but nobody has the give. And I don't need I like giving, but it's not reciprocated very well. Now, what do they want? I don't know what they want, honestly. I don't know. I've talked to you a lot. You got to help me, remind me of what they want. I mean, all right. So I'll just say I go on almost all the dates I go on. They're really good dates, and we have a good time. We laugh. Maybe have margaritas. I mean, I've done everything. We've gone, jet skiing,
skydiving.
I haven't taken anybody skydiving.
He's a skydiver.
I do. I am a skydiver. I haven't taken anybody skydiving yet, which, most people just don't want to go do that. But it's fine. That's another thing. All right, with me traveling the world and flying airplanes, jumping out of airplanes, surfing, all this kind of stuff. A lot of girls, these girls are, they think they're all that. They go out with me. And then they don't know how to act because they're like, and I don't want that. I don't need somebody that's going to go scuba diving with me all the time or surfing or skydiving. But I want somebody that's actually going to be open to going.
You're saying they don't have the experiences that you have, so they feel diminished? Or
I don't know the right wordage, but they're not, I'm not the typical person that they're going out with. And so it's just, I don't know, I've had some people say they're intimidated, which is weird because.
You're not intimidated.
I'm not intimidated. Once they get to know me, they're not, but I guess with my resume beforehand. So
do you hand them a piece of paper saying, "Here, this is what I've done"?
No, but we chat. I don't go out with just anybody. I have to have a
He's
conversation.
very picky.
You're picky?
Yeah.
I am picky.
Yes, he is picky.
Now? Okay, he wasn't. He went on lies.
Okay, there was a few moments in my life where I wasn't picky, and
let's chalk that up to loneliness.
Okay, and that's another thing which we could talk about future, but lonely versus being alone, there's a huge difference. And a lot of people aren't okay with being
that is true.
I love myself.
Either one. I mean, I am, but they're not okay with either one.
I was single forever, man.
You were.
And
you were.
I am fine with being alone, but I would go through deep periods of loneliness, and so I would. If somebody just gave me, and this is not good, this is unhealthy. If somebody just gave me a little bit of attention, I'd be like, "Oh, let's go out." And I shouldn't be like that.
Why are you laughing? Because it's true.
Yeah. So, but now I've gotten a little bit, especially with all this going on right now, and then the job I just got off of, I was super alone. I've never been so alone and isolated ever. But it helped me. It made me grow. It made me, realize my strengths and weaknesses and everything like that. So, it's kind of worked out now. I'm not picky, but I'm not going to go waste my time because I'm super busy. I'm super duper busy. And so a lot of people, just want to, I'm not the Netflix type of guy. I like being on the road, getting stuff done. So if
you like eating cookies in bed.
Okay, I love eating. I would rather.
That's what he's like. I really want some maybe chocolate chip cookie dough.
I prefer cookies over nookie. Okay.
This is true.
Yeah,
he's telling the truth.
I will. One of the best dates I went on. Okay, secret. If there's any fellas watching this.
This is scary. Hold on, let me drink this drink.
Chicks love hibachi.
They do?
The
why?
What is it?
Yeah, but why do you think that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But and I don't make. She knows this. I don't pull moves when I go on dates. I'm really bad with the ass out hug.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah, but too much. I need to be a little bit more aggressive. Hibachi, but. They on me like white on rice. I don't know what it is, but one of the best dates was hibachi, followed by driving around singing car karaoke, followed by cookies and Nintendo 64 Mario Kart.
I think that's what women are looking for. They really are.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And it was rare that I went out and did that.
Wait, you don't think that?
No, I'm just
Except
trying to
for
figure
I
out
don't
the angle.
understand
Is
the
it like,
hibachi thing.
I don't either, but I've gone on a few
Is-
hibachi
Were you
dates.
giving her
you know
drinks
what?
or
I
something?
think hibachi.
No, I'm cheap. I'd rather not.
Hibachi maybe is less. There's a lot of people around.
Well, yeah.
And there's
that's
entertainment thing.
That's true.
I think it just breaks up
So
the.
yes, the weird awkward
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
date.
I think that might be it, but and then
True. Are you listening to these great tips?
I'm just
by
saying for
Tony
me
Blaha?
now, our dating also changes geographically, because in Alabama where we are sitting right now, there's a lot less options of places and things to do.
Yes, there is.
Now-
But we do have an hibachi.
We do, and yes, I've been there a couple times. And so but like if I'm in Florida or something, there's a lot more options of stuff to do.
So like if you were in Miami, what's your
a go-to?
yeah?
It would a first date or
I don't know, just whatever.
okay. I think I don't like sitting and just. I definitely don't do movies. Don't go to the movies because how do you get to know somebody? Yeah, and you don't get to know them. You're sitting there watching the movie, and the whole time you're like, "Do I put my arm around him? Do I not?" Like, it's just weird, awkward. Yeah. So I don't do the movies. I do like going to dinner. If I was in Miami, I would more than likely, if it was Thursday night, we'd be going to Ball and Chain because that's just like the big salsa night.
Oh,
and
yes, he can salsa.
We would go salsa dancing, and then right down the road there's a pastry place, and I get decaf Cuban coffee with pastelitos, and it's like a pastry, like a cream cheese sweet pastry. It's really good.
Good.
And then it's open like 24 hours, so you can just sit there and watch the traffic and enjoy a good conversation. So if that had like a go-to date in Miami, that would be my go-to date.
So I was gonna say, women, is that the kind of dates that you guys want? I think that women want that connection,
think
and
so.
they're not getting it I can tell by comments on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. When we post something, it's like, oh, I wish my husband would do this and that.
Yeah.
So I think it's more about the, you being present with whoever you're with. That's what it's about.
And in the single world, you're talking more like people that are already in relationships. They wish they would do this, that, and the other. But in the single world, I think people are so used to the ordinary, just blah blah blah. When something different comes along, they don't know how to react or respond. True, yeah. And so that's one of the, I think the negatives that's happened with me is I'm a firm believer, right person, wrong time. And I think it's happened multiple times. I met the right person. It was just the wrong time for them or me. And so I think that might definitely, it throws people off. And so when they're not used to the everyday.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because you put cayenne pepper on something for the dogs, and they don't usually do this like panting, but they're a little bit crazy right now. So I'm going to put them in the room, and I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Don't get this on there.
And it was a lot of fun. It was something different, and so.
What's your next step? I mean, are you ready to settle down?
Okay, so I want to settle down, but I hate the wordage of settle down. Because I feel like when people say settling down, it's all automatically negative. It's like a negative vibe to it.
No, I don't think. Well, you're right, because you're saying you've been settling down means like, for me, means like planting a root somewhere. But you're saying using it more like you were wild and crazy.
Yeah, most people think, and then you're going back to go do nothing. Like,
no.
That's not that. But I think that's.
I mean, like, are you ready? You're at that point where you're ready to find someone to.
I want to be in a relationship, 100%. Like that, and a lot of people, especially in the single world, they date because they're bored or something. They don't date with a purpose. Now I'm a little bit more selective, not picky, just selective, because I am dating for a purpose, and that is somebody I could see myself in the future with.
Yeah. So you're a lot like Amy here, where.
I think so. That's why we're besties.
No, y'all are a lot alike.
We have a lot of fun.
And too much. So, someone asked me today is, how do I deal with someone like Amy, right? How do y'all work together, right? Yada.
Sounds really bad.
I don't know how to deal with her.
No, I mean,
I get to go home.
How do you deal with somebody like Amy?
Well,
first of all, everybody thinks that you're the crazy
not everybody's
one,
like me. Like, I'm very easygoing. A lot of people are very intense, controlling, right?
I'll agree. You know, I agree with that.
Like women, men, they're all both. They want to
sexes.
control the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I just let you be you, and I've never made an issue about anything you want to do.
Are you saying that I'm intense and controlling?
No, you're not. Neither one of us are.
Okay.
A lot of people
That's
are
how it
though.
works.
You know people that are controlling. They want to be in
I
charge
do.
of everything.
I do not want to be in charge of
You
things.
This is
you
getting so
both
sweet.
have to
No,
have
really, it's
someone.
not.
You both need someone chill.
Yeah.
That does not. You need someone chill, laid back.
Mm-hmm.
That does not care if you want to go skydiving or
No, yeah.
want to go surfing in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Or,
Tony's nicer than I am. Though.
he is nicer than you.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let's just let it all out, guys. This is a little mess. This is just a little mess.
But y'all are a lot alike in the fact that
Whoa!
you're
This is just broken. This is
control your
broken,
wife,
okay? Jeez.
you're a lot
I
alike.
need
in
my
your-
new
you're
overalls
both-
to come in.
You're both very structured. Nobody would realize this.
Actually, we are. Yeah.
Yep.
You're very
I
structured.
have a planner.
You every day. Nobody would think this, but she's very structured.
Yeah, I am.
And you're the same way.
Yeah,
you're
he
very.
is.
You're type A-ish,
Can be.
but not over.
We got a little
You're
bit.
kind of AB.
I got some B.
AB.
Uh-huh.
So you need someone that just accepts you for who you are. That you're not going to change anybody. And I feel like that's half the problem with people in general is they won't let people be themselves and accept that you're never going to change anybody.
Mm-mm.
You know, if Amy wants to dye her hair pink, dye your hair.
I
pink.
did have it a little bit purple yesterday. Do you still see a purple hue to it?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's just great.
But my point is like,
It's not gray. It's
You-
blonde. I
you-
don't have any gray in my hair.
listen, you accept me for me, and there's a lot of stuff about me you probably don't like.
Let's hear some.
no,
No, and
not
vice
true.
versa. I mean, you know.
No.
But
Don't
my
be
point-
I can step out.
Don't
if
be
I want to talk.
ridiculous.
no, it's just real life.
Okay, but with what you're saying though, that's another thing. A negative about dating.
I wanted to talk to Tony too about this. The dog scratching the door every time I'm gonna go and spank the dog in just a second. Oh, shouldn't say that.
No way.
Is that like with women? They're like either they disappear sometimes.
Oh, ghosting.
Yeah, they ghost, and,
Okay.
and that's one thing I did want to touch base.
We
with.
can
Like,
touch
what-
base about
just
yeah.
that because I don't understand
But
that.
back to his thing real quick.
Yeah.
The dating part. A lot of people are not themselves when they go out on dates,
That's right.
and for a while there's somebody else. And so
Yes,
I've had even she's told me before, be yourself. But I'm a lot to handle. So she's like, just be 10% of yourself at a time. You know, and it's true. I want to be myself, but it's a lot of people are so reserved for so long when they first date, and then you know they get a couple weeks, months into it, and then they figure out the person they went out with is nobody like they were. But me, I'm hey, you know. So
You're intense too a little bit.
No, he does. He is intense, and he's got a lot of love to give. He does.
So-
a lot of love.
And that's where it
You
probably
gotta
scares
tone
me.
that down a little
I
bit.
do, because that's another thing with me dating for a purpose. Like I'll go out with somebody if it's going good. I'm already seeing like super far in the future, and like
That's like a woman.
yeah,
Real guys don't do that.
I do. It's
You need to stop that quick. I'm going ahead and shut you down on that.
I don't see like walking down the aisle stuff, but I see
Like most guys
oh,
will come in here and
you'd
go,
be like,
"Where's your
oh,
beer? What
I
does he
can't
do?
wait to meet
I
her
need
mama."
some cookies."
yeah, I
want to
know about their
That's what I do.
family.
I
I,
can't
want
wait
to know what's in the fridge. I want to know. I did one girl's taxes, which I will never do again, but I didn't mind. She needed some help. It didn't work out still for me, but I did her taxes. I got the most money she's ever gotten back on a return too. She gave it to her ex-husband. But anyway,
Hey, we gotta do ours. If you want.
I can help. Yeah, I will definitely. We'll talk about some tax sheltering.
Hold on. Y'all keep talking.
We will.
Hold on.
But yeah, I think a lot of people are like what you're talking about. They just don't.
Accept people
Mm-hmm.
for who they are.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't need somebody that's going to. I mean, it'd be great if I found a girl that wanted to skydive and surf, and there's a few of them out there.
Yeah.
But I don't need that person. I just need, and whatever hobbies or whatever they want to do or whatever they're into, I am totally cool. If it's a pottery class, I will go take a pottery class because I want to be doing something with the person I care about.
One thing that we have that her strengths are my weaknesses, and my strengths are her weaknesses.
Yeah, yin and yang.
That's right. It works.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
And that,
think about what are you not good at, or what are your
I've tried to be the best at everything. I strive
You
to.
do. You're very
but
competitive.
nobody is perfect.
No, we all have internal personality
Yes.
flaws that we don't think they're flaws, but they probably are.
No, I agree. I
I
have some too.
procrastinate. I'm a super procrastinator.
Oh, yeah, he is.
She's not. She gets up and does more before 8 o'clock than most people do.
She does, because I look at my phone and I'm like, I get up early and I already have text messages from her.
I still get stuff done in my own way.
You know, you get up early. I'm getting new overalls. I just ordered them today. You guys.
Anyway.
No, but I know what
that's
you're talking about. Yeah, because like,
trying.
all right, here's something people don't think, but like I actually have some like insecurity issues and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you need to get over that.
But I need somebody that's going to be, and I don't have trust issues,
You know
but
what you
I don't
need?
trust, so I need somebody that's a
You
good
need
communicator.
someone, it's not trust. You need reassurance.
I need peace of mind.
You need reassurance. What's it called? You need a nurturer.
A nurturer.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to have somebody sweet.
A nurturer.
Yeah.
There's
So
not very
women-
many nurturers left out there.
They're out there.
Or they already have like 14 kids.
They're.
It's okay.
I'm telling you, somebody's gonna see this video, and
Oh my gosh, is this what
even
it
though
is?
you went on those 123 dates.
Whoa, 123.
Well, yeah, in a year, right? Was it a
No, where?
year? Where? What was it?
You're gonna give this.
That's almost like 3 dates a week.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Yeah, remember that?
You didn't do 3 dates a week. There's no way. You would have been broke as...
He was. He was broke.
You really broke yourself going on that many dates?
No, he wouldn't. I mean, he'd like buy
Okay.
maybe a coffee or water.
2017 was
Hold on,
not
you
a
don't have
very
to explain
good
it,
year
okay?
for me when it comes to some.
It was
money.
2016. Now it's 2017.
2017, I spent way too much on dates. I took
did.
a girl.
Do you have a number? Did you spend like $24,000?
No, not that much. Well, here's a secret. I have the companion pass with Southwest again right now, currently, so just keep that in mind. But I had the companion pass in 2017, so I was flying these chicks around, and they thought I was paying for it, but they didn't know it was actually free. But it worked. So yeah.
I thought that was resourceful.
Can I say something though? We're gonna get back on what we need to be. He
Okay.
is not a
I don't even know what that
player.
has to do with
You're
any
not a
of this.
player.
Yeah, we need to take a time out to
I
really
am. I'm gonna
focus on
say
this.
that. I know. I don't want everybody to think that you're a player because
No.
you're not. That was. I mean, he was
He's
just
not a
looking
player.
for love in all the wrong places.
I only go
That's
out. I'm
exactly
only
what
interested
you're
in
doing.
one person at a time,
Yes.
and most of the numbers that you talk about are first dates, and I can usually not saying I kick people
I
to the
meant to
curb,
say first dates.
but I can see like, hey, this is going to go somewhere. This isn't going to go somewhere after one day. I mean, I'm not saying like if they have one red flag, I throw them out, but like a lot of people these days have like a lot of red flags immediately. Like,
What's a red flag?
all right, like finances to me is really like money.
Talk about finances on your first date?
But no, but I can go by what they're talking about, like how they talk.
He talks a lot to him before he goes out.
I do talk to them
Oh,
a good bit.
Yeah.
You go through a vetting process.
He does.
Right. Look, I don't judge. You can be a waitress at Applebee's, and that's what you love to do. But I don't see how you driving a brand new Jaguar goes with that life. Obviously, your checks and balances probably aren't going to be there. So that's what I mean when I talk about like,
Poor
finances.
finances. Okay.
Yeah. Or if we go out, I don't mind having a few drinks. I don't really drink that much. But, you know, if we go out and they're already like sloppy drunk by 8 or 9 o'clock, it's probably not going to be the type of girl for me. It's just probably not going to work out.
Okay.
So,
That's like you.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, you get sloppy drunk?
No.
Oh.
Never.
Oh. But you
She doesn't either.
I don't. I just drink, but they don't drink very much.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
I just don't
there's-
really enjoy it. So.
Yeah. Attitude is a big thing, too. Like
I
the
think
old-
that's huge.
The older I get, the more I start seeing people's attitude. And, like, a lot of people just have a really bad attitude. Even if it's a bad situation, have a good attitude. And there's, like, a really bad attitude. And so it's a big turnoff. It's such a big turnoff.
I think that's what
We need to
people
find out
are.
what
where-
sign he's compatible with.
Sign?
Oh, an Aries?
Yeah, look it up.
A Sag and a Leo and a Gemini. I can know because we're the same sign. I know exactly.
Okay. I'm a Gemini. You're a Sedge.
I don't get into all that kind of stuff.
But having
me.
said that, I think people
No, that
with
really
an
works.
attitude, that's what the biggest thing is. Like when they see you and I on TikTok and stuff, like, oh, we want to be happy. Well, it's a lot about what you said earlier, like letting that other person be.
Also, like, happiness is, it's got to be a state of mind.
Right.
Like, we try to keep very little stress in our lives, and
And that's like money stuff, which you were talking about.
we don't stress over it. And our rule is if it doesn't matter in 2 weeks, we're not going to argue about it. You know, and if you don't go to bed mad at each other, you
So
don't
what
wake
do
up
y'all
mad.
do when y'all are in an argument to make
I
sure
win.
y'all don't go
No,
to
we
bed
rarely
mad?
argue.
Because he
We
doesn't. First of all, he doesn't listen to me.
Do y'all
Like,
kiss and make up?
No,
No?
that's.
We don't really argue. I mean, seriously, we don't have a lot to argue about, but
No, I've been around y'all a lot, and y'all actually do. Y'all do get along you like you were saying the yin and yang, like she's a lot more high strung
Yeah.
than you, but it doesn't like bother you, and you're like, but you're super level and mellow the whole time, and you let her do whatever. She'll send you stupid videos that we do, and you might think it's stupid, but you're like, rock on. Like
I don't
that's,
think
No,
it's
he
stupid.
likes
I think
it.
they're
He
funny.
thinks
They're
it's
funny.
funny.
Y'all are
you,
funny.
you,
Y'all
you
are really
encourage
funny.
her. You encourage
No,
her
he is
too.
about everything.
Oh yeah.
And,
And I think that's important.
and a lot of people don't do that. Like, I would love a girl, and the new word, a phrase I heard the other day is get somebody that gasses you up, you know? And, like, I want a girl that's going to,
Gasses
like,
you
gas
up.
me up, not, like,
I can't
gas.
say anything. I can't say anything.
I was gonna say, oh, I don't do that because I
No,
hear
but
it
I mean,
all
like,
night long.
She makes good.
You said it.
But
Is that a new
gas
term?
me,
Gas you up?
yeah, like a hype man.
Oh.
It's like gassing them up.
Okay.
So I need a girl that's gonna like help me, because I function so much better when I have like a hype man. Because you need
What are we talking about? You need verbal
reassurance. Yeah.
That's his love language.
That's your love language.
Is
I don't want somebody to agree with me either,
Words.
because I don't think it works when somebody's like always
affirmation.
words of
Affirmation is your love language.
or and probably quality time.
Mine is
He likes
barbecue,
it too.
and yours is
What mine?
Moe's barbecue.
mine barbecue and affirmation.
No,
Yeah.
mine's affirmation.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Yeah, I will. Now back to the ghosting.
What? And we'll wrap it up because people aren't going to want to listen to us. But
What's ghosting? What do you mean by ghosting?
Well, okay, it's basically when you're talking to somebody for a while, they're talking to you, or whoever's talking, because there's all these stages of talking and dating and interested. I don't even know. I either like you or I don't. But that you'll be, and then you'll never hear from them again, like a ghost. They disappear.
I think this is happening.
think
This
that's good.
happens. No, it happens more and more. It's not good.
Ooh, no, it
it's like
happens
you're
all
on
the
a.
time.
I feel like when you're out there dating right now in this time, it's like you're like a smorgasbord. So they just go on to the next person.
And
They
nobody knows how
don't-
to end anything, or actually say, hey, the dates that I've gone on, and the girl's been like, hey, you're a really great guy, I just don't see this going anywhere. Much more respect for somebody than a girl that wants to lead me on or something like that. And then like, hey, yeah, we still get together Friday, never hear from them again. Like, it's not cool, because people just won't say, hey, I'm not interested in you, or they're too busy trying to get a little piece here, a little piece here, a little piece there. And then, on a Tuesday, they hit me up after they'd gone through everybody all weekend. Hey, Blaha, what's up? And I'm like, new phone. Who's this? Like, I don't put up with it no more. But yeah, I think it's a bad
you
trait.
got standards.
Yeah, I don't. Even if you're busy doing stuff with your friends, that's cool. Don't just dip out. Don't just become a ghost. Like, let me know what's up. If you're not interested, you're not interested. If you're busy, you're busy. That's cool.
All right.
I think.
Words of advice from Mr. Blaha on Instagram.
So
and Mr. Blaha on TikTok.
Ooh, I wouldn't go there. It's
Yes,
Yeah,
but
don't
he's
go
got a little naughty TikTok.
Yeah, you need to take that down.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know. I have every 45-year-old and up is a follower of my woman. I've never met so many older women that were interested in me until I got on TikTok. And I'm proud. I love them.
What else do they
I
have to
love
do?
y'all.
Tony.
I don't think you've seen the one of him jumping in the snow with his thong on. It's.
And look, I'm not this kind of guy. It's just fun. It's just funny. Like,
No,
that's
he's
a whole
a
other
little
thing.
bit like I am.
It's a whole other thing. Like,
That's
the
shocking
chocolate.
off after.
Yeah.
yeah, and the whole like nudity and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't like.
You
whatever.
weren't nude.
I wasn't completely. You could just and I do work my legs. I'm proud of my butt. So I think girls they can appreciate an ass just like a guy can appreciate a good ass. So, I gotta
This
get.
went way off target.
No.
All right, well, what's the next step for you? Like, give us the 2-minute.
The next step.
What are you doing?
So
you staying here?
I'm gonna be all over like usual, but
Okay.
people think that you can't have a relationship because you're all over. That's not. I prioritize. If you're a priority to me and I'm a priority to you, you're gonna know it. I'm going to be talking to you. I'm going to be FaceTiming you. I'm going to be seeing you. I'm going to try to get you to come see me. I will make it work. So that's not, a lot of people say, oh, you can't do it. If they're a priority, you can make it work. But I'm going to be all over.
And everybody needs to listen to that because that's true in every relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
he's got to prioritize. Because
Yeah.
I hate when people are like, I haven't heard from my boyfriend all week. And I'm like, what? Like, I was in Egypt, or I wouldn't go to Egypt. I went to Israel. And I was still, whoever I was talking to, hey, I don't have internet, but... let me send you an email when I can to let them know what's going on. So, if there's a will, there's a way. But no, I've got off this job. I've got some pet projects I'm working on, and some podcasts and some vlogs and stuff. And, definitely, I'm gonna start. I haven't dated much this year. I'm gonna start dating again. But I'm not gonna be picky. I'm just gonna be a little bit more selective. And I want. I'm looking, but I'm dating with a purpose. I'm dating to find.
I like that, dating with a purpose.
Dating with a purpose, like
As well, you should. You're 33.
Yeah, and so, but I'm gonna be traveling all over, and
he's really not a floozy, you guys. I promise.
No, and that's another thing. I can't use some of the language that they would call some girls call guys that go.
No,
out with
because
a bunch
we
of
have
guys.
a rated PG.
Yeah, it's because it's PG rated, but I'm not like that. Like I mean, it's just. But if there's somebody that's interested in me and I'm interested in them, we'll see.
Well, how can they find you?
So you can get to my Instagram at Mr_Blaha. And then I got a Snapchat, but I don't use it that much. But I got TikTok, but mainly Instagram.
Yeah.
is my go-to.
Okay.
Working on some videos this year for my YouTube. I'm doing adventure style YouTube.
So if you ladies out there have any questions about love,
call
me.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, it's fine. Like, and actually, a lot of people do call me for issues.
Yeah.
Like
because he knows.
I've got a lot of really close girlfriends that call me for, hey, can you give me a little your input? Because I keep it real. I keep it real. So
you do keep it real.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to go on any adventures, you can let them know. Just link up with me. And I got that companion pass. All right, like they can go with me for free until 2022.
That's pretty awesome. He already asked me, and he wouldn't even care.
I got 400,000 Hilton points right now. Like,
good Lord,
you're just like the freaking hot commodity.
You would think, right? Hang on, let me see.
Should we share about your butt? I mean, is this turn into a dating show?
No,
do you want to turn around and share about your butt?
No, I don't. They can.
I think that's like one of your best
things.
They can
find that on TikTok.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta quit. All right, we gotta cut this off. This is getting out of hand.
Anyway, so that's where I'll be, and but yeah, I like y'all have a good relationship, like you said earlier, because y'all,
it's called respect.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
respect time is my biggest thing. Respect my time.
Yep.
And I respect you and all your stuff. So.
All right, you guys. Anyway. On that note, peace out. And remember, home is the nicest word there is.
That's what I was thinking of. Home is the nicest word.
I'm kidding. Do not put that in there.
Live, love, laugh.
Live, love, laugh.
Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love.
That's not even the name of our... I don't even know.
That's how
Peace.
it should be.